In this video, I'm going to show and teach you on Microsoft Word Easy Guide for Professionals. This video is composed into topics. This is the topic guide for our tutorial. We will look into the topics as we go on the video. Feel free to ask questions through comments or through my email address. I'll be happy to respond to you. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to keep this channel alive. Now, the first topic on our slide is organizing content using the table. Right here, I have a table I imported from Excel. Okay, I will do a special video on how to import your table from Excel to Microsoft Word. So I imported this table and I did some write-up here so that you could easily understand what I'm explaining. Now, the first thing we're going to learn is how to split a table. As you can see, this table, it has two parts. Okay, we have the first section and you have the second section. The first section of new students, the second section of what graduate students. So I'm going to be splitting the table at this point. Is the reason why I wrote this split here. To split the table, remember when the table is clicked, the table brings out these two tabs, the table design and the table layout. So for me to split this table, I have to click on the layout. Now when I click on the layout, I will go to the merge command group. Over there you will see the command that says split table. Now I will click on, I'll just click it. So once I click, notice how the table has been divided into two parts. Okay, I come back. Notice what I did. I just fill in a title for some of this, for the headings of this table. So I've started on splitting my table. Now you can split the table at any point you want. For now, I want to split it over here. So we'll scroll down to the next exercise. Let's say I want to split my table at this point. Just simply click there and also click split table. Notice what it does. It splits this table into two. So split table divides the table into halves, not equal. For the next exercise we're going to be talking about is splitting cells. How do we split a cell? First of all, a cell is where we put our content. For example, this is a cell, this full space over here is a cell, and so now we have to split it. Split it means divide it into two. Okay, so to split a cell, just have to click on the first. I will select this first one. Just have to click on the cell you want to split. Go to the layout. Okay, you go over here. You can see split cell. You click. To ask you want to split it into two parts. If it's what you want, you click OK. If you want more than two parts, you click. For now, work with two parts. I just click OK. Now, when I split, notice how the table transferred the content I had on this side over to this side. So to correct it is very simple. Just click on this. I'll cut it by pressing Ctrl X. Okay, and I'll come over here and I'll paste it, Ctrl V. So I'm going to split other cells. I click on this other cell, click split two places. Yes, it splits. Same thing to over here, split. Okay, let me try three places. Let me put it to three. Notice how it divides. Okay, over here, let me increase it to four. Let me split it in four places. Just increase it to two, four. Notice how it split. So you can just go on like that. Same thing we can also do for here. We will split. Okay, let me split to four. Click OK. Notice how we will split or divide our table. Now our next exercise is about merging a cell. Let's say you have cells that have been splitted and you want to merge it together to become a complete cell. For example, these two cells are being splitted. So to merge it, so I'll just have to highlight it and click merge. This is what happened. Highlight, can come, highlight, and I click merge. Okay, one more to go. Highlight, and I click merge. Merge does the opposite of split. You notice I've merged all my cells and they are back as new. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to talk about is the deleting of rows and columns. Now, this is a table. I already left this column this way. Now, let's say you have a table and we need to delete these rows all together, because we could have any details here, but the fact is we have to delete this row and we also have to delete this column. So to do that, you just click on the row I want to delete. I'll go back to delete and I'll click delete rows. Notice what happened? It cut all the rows together. Now remember, I also said I'm going to also delete the columns, which is this one here. This is the columns. Okay, so I'll just also click here and click on delete. Now I'll click delete columns. As I click on it, this is what happened. It takes away the column out. Okay. Now our next exercise is called the table sorting. Okay, just as how we talked about sorting in our previous video, so that sorting is more like the arrangement of data, okay, or items in a sequential order. So we're going to arrange our table. I want to sort it in an ascending order. So to do that, just click on your table, effect, you click on your table, let's click here, so you highlight everything you have on the table, you click here. When we click here, you go to our layout tab. Okay, locate where we have a sort. So just simply click it. A box comes out and asks us what we want. We are working in Levitas institution. Institution is showing, asking us which part should we sort. Okay, so for now we are sorting institution. Yes, text paragraph is okay. So we'll leave it as ascending. Header row and click OK. Notice what happened is our table has been sorted. Now notice our table here has been sorted. The next on our sleeve is inserting rows and column exercise. Now to insert a row, the next exercise we have is inserting rows and column. Click into our table. Now remember, first we have to insert the row, or say the rows first. So to insert a row, you click at the point you want to insert that row from. Okay, so you click at that point. Let's say let's say we want to insert the row to come under. Okay, so I'll click on the last point of this new academy. I'll go to layout. Now come over here. I have two options. Am I inserting the row upward or am I inserting it downward? So now I'm inserting it downward. So I'll come over to the below and I will click because I want my row to be at the bottom of the table. So I'll just click insert below. Notice how a new row has been added. Another simple way to add a row, you just click on the table. You see this plus sign. So once you just click on it, notice once you click on it, it adds a row. Keep clicking, keep adding, keep clicking, keep adding. So now, for now, let's delete the row, okay? Because we just need to add just one row. So we're going to delete our row. So we delete row, it goes out, delete row again, it goes out. One more to go, delete row, and it goes out. Next one we're going to do is to add column over here. So how do we add the column? You click on the part you want to add the column and we'll come over here. Now over here we have option to either add it to the left or to the right. For now we are adding it to the right, so we click on it. So what happens? A column comes up. So over here now we cannot add any information in it. So let's say we want to add to the left, you just have to click here and we'll click insert the left. You notice what happens? It forms a column at the left. So I'll just delete the column, delete column. Now let this be. So welcome back. Now the next exercise is table alignment and table auto fit. Now when we click on the table, we get our layout as usual. We'll go back to it. What's auto? I will first talk about auto fit. What auto fit does it? Let's say this is our table. Okay, when we click on our auto fit, we get three options. So auto fit content means it's going to shrink our table to its content. That is the size of the content is proportional to the table. Let's see what it means. So when we click on auto fit, notice how the table is being shrinked to fit in our content. Now let's see what it means to fit to Windows. So we did for content. Now let's repeat our auto fit for this table I just edited. Now click on it, okay, and we click on fit to content. Okay, it is now on fit to content. Let's click on fit to Windows. Notice what happened. It expands our table to fit the window. When we click fit to content, it shrinks it backward. Okay, now next is alignment. Alignment, just as we have text alignment, whereby text can be aligned to the left, to the right, to the center and also be justified. That's how a table content can be aligned. So you simply activate this by clicking on the table. Okay, you now come over to the alignment tab. At the alignment command group in the layers tab, you can see this means to be aligned to the top left, to the top center, to the right. Okay, over here is to the center left, center. Okay, you can see so we have different text alignment. We also have the text direction. We'll click on it. Notice how the direction of the text changed, right? So let's just press Ctrl Z to take it back to its initial stage. Okay, this one has to do with the cell margins. Okay, so the next thing we could do now, the next thing is the delete cells, rows, and the table. Now, first I'll have to delete a cell. So just click on the cell. You want to delete, okay, let's delete the top one. We'll click on it. We go over to delete in the row and column command group. We click on it. We click delete cell. And we'll just click OK. Notice how the cell goes out. Also repeat the same for here. Click delete cell. Okay, click OK. Now the next thing we are going to delete is our rows. Okay, we delete this row over here. We click on it, click delete, delete, it goes out. Next we are going to delete is our table. To delete the table, simply click on the table and just click delete table, and it goes away. Okay, now the next exercise we have to do is to convert our table to a text, and then we convert it back to a table. So to do this, you click on the table icon. Okay, you select the table. So you go to layouts, you go to the data type, you will see convert to text. Now you have four options. Okay, to convert to paragraph. Now you have four options. Convert to paragraph. Paragraphs makes the content looks like a text, looks like a sentence or a passage, while tabs only removes the lines, the borders lines. Okay, let's see what we're talking about. I click on paragraph and I click OK. Notice how it turns to a paragraph. Let's press Ctrl Z and see the option for tab. So when I click over to tab, okay, and I click OK, notice how our table lines goes away. So now you can also convert it back to a table. Now I want to reconvert it to a table. So I'll simply go to insert. I'll go to table. Now it has to be selected. Remember, now click over here, convert text to table. I just click on it, and it comes up and it asks me what is the number of columns. Remember, the number of columns I had was 3 because I had institution, graduate, student, and undergraduate. So I will increase this to 3. When I'm down, fit to contents, fit to windows, I will click fit to window, and I will click. Remember, we are separating text at paragraph because we choose the paragraph option. If we had gone with tabs, we would have clicked tabs. So because we choose paragraph, we'll click the paragraph option and then we'll click OK. So now we get our table back. We're going to be talking about inserting a chart. Now, a chart, as we all know, is used for graphical representation of data. And for us to use a chart, we have to have a table containing information. In this tutorial, we'll be using an already drafted table for that has been previously used for this exercise. So first we'll have to go and copy the table we want to use. So I'll just go over to the table. Okay, I'll be using this table for this exercise. I'll click on the icon and I'll press Ctrl C and I've copied it. Then I'll go back to my menu. Now to insert a chart, I'll go to my insert tab. At my illustration command group, I'll locate my chart. Okay, so when I click on it, the chart dialog box comes out. I can see there are a lot of charts. We have column charts, line charts, pie charts, bar charts, area, and so many of them. So for this exercise, we're going to use the column chart. We are going to choose any of these charts for this exercise. So I will choose the cluster column. So let's click OK. Now our chart has been inserted. Now when our chart is being inserted, this pops up the table layout in an Excel sheet. So we just have to select all I'll just click Control V to paste the table with copy earlier. So just click Control V. Okay, see the data you are pasting isn't the same as your selection. You want to paste in the row, just click OK. Okay, notice our data has been replaced. Now, once we paste it, notice how our chart now takes a new look. Unlike before, it was on default, but now it now takes the look of our table, the names of our school. You can see the various information the chart carries. You can see them over here. So that's how you can insert a chart. Okay, you can see our Keystone, our covenant. You can see their rating. Because you can see that the new word has the highest graduating students. Okay, this represents, so you can see how the chart has graphically represented our data. So now the next thing we will look at is how to customize and personalize our chart. And when we click on our chart, okay, we get a chart design menu. Okay, the chart design menu over here. So you can click over it. You can see different layouts. You can add chart elements, okay, to our chart. We have the quick layout. We have how we can change the colors to whatever color we want. We can change our color. We can also change the chart styles. So you can see we have various styles. You can change the style we want. You can see we can make it more details. You can also change the color of our chart. Over here, each color affects the style. Over here, we could select data, we could edit data, we could change chart type, okay, to whatever type we want. We could switch. We want a pie chart, just click on the pie chart and we'll click OK. Control Z to undo. Now, over here is the format. So, on our chart, we also have the format tab that also give us access to various properties. You can see over here, you can selection of the chart area. You can make a selection here. You can insert your various shapes. You can work on the styles of your outline. You can choose whatever format you want for your outline. Okay, you can see how we play with this. We could choose any of our choice. Let's just work with this. Now you can over here, you can change the feel of the color to whatever color. You can also import your picture. So over here too, you can do some of the changes. You can change the weight of the outline. So you also have the word art styles. Over here, you can also click to change to any styles you want the font of the chart to look like. So I'll just leave it as default. You can see over here too, you can change the texture of your text. Okay, you can add shadow to it, add reflection to it, add glow to it, and some other more. So you have a lot of control access over here. Over here, you can change the position of the chart. Right now, it is on default, which is in line with text. I can choose any of these wrap options, any of these product. Now, the next is the wrap. This also, as we know, as you likely know, when we inserted our images, the wrap can make is on its default setting in line with text. So we can choose any of our choice. For this scenario, I will go with top and bottom. Now you can bring forward and you can play with the height, you can play with the width. Now when the chart is clicked, we get this little icon at the right side of the setting layout for the chart. If I click over here, okay, you can see that I now have the wrap option whereby I can play with any of the options I want. So I'll just leave it at this. Okay, over here, this gives us the chart elements. Okay, what are the things we want to add or remove from our chart? For example, the axis are being added. If I want to remove it, I'll just unclick it. Notice how it is being removed. I can add it. You also have the text axis titles. So I can click it. As you can see, you can add. We have our chart title. Okay, so we have our table data. Okay, you can see my table has over here. I could play and add whatever information I want to add to my chart. I could just add it, okay, and make my chart more simplified. Now the next is the style. Yeah, I could also kind of choose whatever style I want on my chart. So I will just go with this. Okay, so I can see that my chart has the texture and the color and the style of my chart have changed. So over here is chart filter. We use this to select information as regards to whatever category we are looking for. Apply. Notice how only the Bristol appears. So that's what the category. It helps us to filter our chart and show information we want to show, and also remove information we don't want to show. So when you are done, you just click apply and it does the work. Okay. So in our next exercise, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about how to import a table and a chart into a Microsoft Word. Now, welcome back. Now, this is the table we are to import into Microsoft Word. As you can see, the table has its chart. So, what to do is we have to click on the table. We have to select the table. So, just select the table and press Ctrl C. Okay. Then we'll go to our Microsoft Word. We go to our worksheet. Okay, now you just paste. Now when we go back to the paste tab, we have various types of paste. This one says keep formats, keep source formatting. Okay, what this does, it retains the object I copied with each format, it retains it. The next one, use destination style. What this does is when we paste our table, okay, it tries to reformat the table to the accustomed styles of the Microsoft Word we are using. What do I mean? When I import it, instead of it carrying the Excel style, it's going to carry the Microsoft style. One is the linking with and source formatting. What this one does is that it does the same thing as the first one. The only difference is that it creates a link with the Excel. So when I paste my table when I copy my table from the Excel and I paste it in my Microsoft Word, it creates a link and the table retains the formatting of initial formatting as it was when it was in the Excel. The next one is link and use destination style. What this does is once I copy my table, okay, it will format my table to the accustomed style of my Microsoft Word and also create a link. So once I'm pasting the table, okay, it will reformat my table to the accustomed style of the Microsoft Word and also create a link. Next one is paste. This one is used to paste picture, okay, and paste text only. So we'll go with link and keep source formatting. You notice how it is not rhyming with our document. So to correct this, just click on it. Okay, you go to design tab. Okay, you go back to layer tab. Okay, and you go to auto fit. This time we'll just fit to Windows. Once we click this, it will now reformat the table we have copied to fit the what window we are working with. So let's also go back and also copy our chart, okay, and apply the same. So we'll go back to our Excel. Okay, this time we'll click on the chart, we click Control C. Now we go back to our worksheet. Okay, this time we'll just click Control V to paste, or just go to our paste option and also stick with this. Okay, keep source formatting, just paste it. So notice how my data has been pasted. Over here, I could also play with it. I could choose whatever formatting I want. I can also change its position. I can apply whatever changes I so fit to add to it. The next thing we're going to do now is we're going to make some changes, okay, on my Excel sheet. I'm going to update to see if it's going to reflect on our Microsoft Word since we paste using link. So I'll just go to my Excel and I'll make some few changes. Just click on my Excel. Okay, so over here that I have 526, I will make it 780. Over here that I have undergraduate as 300 and something, 389, I will make it 297. Over here that I have 245, I'll make it 557. Now notice I've been able, I've edited, I've made some changes here, but yet it has not reflected on our Microsoft Pro. So for me to reflect this, I will click on my table icon. I'll right click and I'll see this option say update link. Okay, so we also have the link object. So we can convert it to a link or we can link it to or we trace the link source. So if you click over here, you can see that it's coming from an Excel sheet. It's showing us the location of the documents we have been linking this to. So we can click update now to update our table, or we can just go back and right click again, okay, and click update link. Okay, so having done that, notice my table has now updated its content with that of the Excel. So then after we have updated our table, because this table is linked to a chart, our chart too is also updated. Also, to break the link, okay, breaking the link means is breaking the connection between the table in my Excel, in the Excel and the Microsoft Word. Now, when I break the link, any changes I make on this table remains constant to this table. It does not reflect or have any connection to the other one. So once I for me to break the link, just click over here, right click, go over to link object. Okay, so you click on the links. You can see over here you can update. Here you can open the source of the link. You can change the source maybe to another source. You can click here to break the link. So once I click, so just click OK. Now what happens is my link has been broken, and as it has been broken, I will no longer I don't know I wouldn't have the option of updating link again. So I can now manually make any changes I so please. This is how you can insert a chart and a table from your Excel. And this. So now we're going to learn about text styles. Now, as our home tab, we can locate our styles command group. Over here, we can see some varieties of default text styles, ranging from normal, non-spacing, heading. This is the one I created. I will show you guys how I created this and name it style 1. I also have heading. Now we're going to be creating a style for title, subtitle, heading, and subheading. So we'll create it and then we'll apply it to each of them. So first I will create my title. I will name it, click modify. Okay, I'll just increase the font to 36, make it black, leave every other thing as default, click OK. Then I also go, I'll create another one, a subtitle. This time I'll modify. This time I will make it 24, leave every other thing as default, make click OK. Next, we're going to create for our heading, create style, heading, a heading, we click modify. This time we'll make the font 20, so we'll make the font 18, and let's make it 18, and let's make it black. Let's leave out our automatic as, let's leave our font color as automatic, which is black. Then let's just click then. I will create the last one, which is the subheading, a subheading, click modify. Now this one, I'm going to make the font size to be 14. I'm going to change the color to be blue. I'll click OK. Now you can notice our titles have been added. You can see our heading, subheading, a this to each of them. So now I will select title. I'll go over here. I'll click a title. Notice how it has changed, and I'll apply the next one, which is a subtitle. I'll simply select it. Now go to the one I created, which is a subtitle. Now add it. Notice the differences. So the next one, which is a heading, I will select my text, go over to a heading over here, and click on it. Now the next lesson we are going to talk about is creating a table style. Now we copied and pasted a table we worked on our previous lesson, as you can see. Now to apply a table style on this table, first we have to click on the table. Okay, you click on this thumbnail of the table, then you notice the two tabs that comes up is the table design and the table layout. So we'll go to the table design. Okay, right in the table design, we have our table style command group. Okay, over here we can see different customized styles. Both customized styles, just click on it. Okay, we had a preview. Now we noticed how our styles changes. Now let's say we want to work with this one. Notice how it changes our style. Now we can also create and also modify a style. Okay, how do we modify a style? Just go over to this style we have created, we have inserted. Notice how it is being highlighted over here. You right click. Okay, you can see apply, apply and maintain formatting. You can see new table style. You can see modify. You can modify. Okay, over this allows us change the name. Okay, change the style based on the table. Over here we can choose any table style we need. We can also choose our font. Let's say we want to make it Takuma. We will choose the size we want. We will choose our color, our text color. So we want it to be red. Okay, border width. We can also choose the colors. We can also choose the color, our border. So we have so many varieties of options we could do. We'll just go over and just click OK to effect it. And notice how our style of the table have changed and how we were able to modify our table by changing the color to red. Now to create a new style, you can either go to this command group, right click, and you see an option for create the new table style, or click on this drop down. Okay, you can see the option of modify table style, which is the current table style we are using. You can see clear, you can see new table style. So I'll just click on new table style. This time I'll write limit my table style. Okay, I think I'll go with okay. I think I'll just choose one of these. Okay, apply format to go table. Okay, let me see header. Okay, over here let me just choose times. Okay, let me choose my style as 12. Okay, let me choose color as, let me go with orange. Okay, let me click OK. Okay, now I've created my style. Okay, let me apply my style to this table. I just click on my table, I write on my table, over to my style, drop down, now locate. I noticed over here we have custom styles. These are styles that have been created. So I'll just go to the last one, which is the style which is named my table style. I'll click on it. Notice how I've reformatted my table to a style I want. I can also go on to personalize this by clicking on the table again, go over to here, right click, go over to modify table style. Let's say I want to change my colors to red. Okay, I can put it to red, let me put it to orange. Okay, let me also put over here, let me also change my border lines to red. Okay, I can just play with anything over here. I have different options. I can also play with this one too, to red. Notice I have so many options I can work with. I can change my table format to this. I can also change it. I have different options here. Colorful list. I can make it this. You just play around with this, whatever option that suits you. Play around with it, and when you're done, you can click OK. Now to be talking about office theme. Okay. Now to access the office theme, we go to the design tab. As you can see the design tab. Okay. Now what is a theme used for? A theme is a unique set of colors, fonts, and effects And now when a team is being activated, it affects all the paragraphs, headings, and title of our document. Now remember I said that a team is a unique set that contains fonts, properties, and other effects. Now when I click on this team drop down, these are the ones I created myself. So but after that, I want to create a new team for ourselves. So these are the default team. We have the office, facet, gallery, and so on. Now currently we are the default office. So if I'm to switch this to another team, let's say I want to work with organic, this is what happened. Notice how the background of our text now changed. Okay, our headings now takes a different shape. Let me go back to where we are. Okay, notice how our heading has changed. Our font too has also changed. And when we select a theme, we also have different style. I can go for this. Okay, this is what our heading is being center. Okay, now for us to be able to appreciate this, we have to paste a document over here. So I'm going to paste a document that has a title, a heading, and a subheading to see how this thing plays on it, or how this thing affects it. So I'll click Ctrl V. Okay, now this is my document. Okay, notice immediately I paste it immediately takes the formatting of the thing I just choose, which shows that the header and the header are being aligned to the center. If I choose the other one, let's say I choose this other one, notice how it will also change. Okay, my title will now be aligned. My title will now be aligned. Let me take it down. My title will now be aligned to the left. This is how it has. So these are how you can customize default title. You can also go back over here and click whichever one you want. You can click on reset. It will take you back to the default theme. So now we're going to be creating a a theme. So to create a theme, but I will still work with this document I've pasted. What I will do, I'll just go ahead and I will select it and I will paste it. I will select it and I will paste it somewhere so I can show you how to create a theme. So I'll just go down, scroll down. I'll come to over here, create a theme. Now I will paste it here. Now this is my document I just copied. Notice this is the title, this is a heading, this is a subheading. So what the subheading means is the more you have, like if you have our heading, the next heading that comes under that heading is called a subheading. So it takes a lower level, which is 2. Okay, the next heading that comes below 2 takes the lower level, which is 3. So it goes that way. Notice this is my heading 1, this is my heading 2. Notice how we have different levels in our document. Now let's go to our design tab and create our theme. Now first I'll go to my color palette. I'll have to choose any color of theme I want. I can go to customize colors and play with it and select for myself. So for now I'll just choose a default color let's say. So I think I'll just go with paper. Paper is okay. Now after I've selected my paper, I will now go to my fonts. Now I will have to choose any font I am pleased with. So let me just work with the area new time. This area times new romance. So you just click on it. I've selected it. I can also go to customize font. Let's say I want to edit it. Okay, and I want my heading to be this. Okay, and I want my body fonts. So if I'm pleased with it, I'll just click okay. When I'm done with my fonts, I'll go to my paragraph set spacing. I have different varieties of choice for paragraph spacing. I think I can just stick with open. Open is okay for me. You can also go to my effects. So in my effects, I could choose any of these effects. It helps animate our theme. So I think I'll just go with blue edge. Now when I'm done with my settings here, I just go to my theme drop down, click on it, and I'll just click save current theme. I'll just click save. Okay, and I'll just come over here. Okay, to take me to my file to the templates where I save my theme. So I'll just click save some as paper. Okay, and I'll just click save. Now once I click save, it has been stored on my team. You notice when I come to use my iPhone, it's being stored. Now I can select any of this style if I do choose. Now, as you can see, once I activate my theme, it affects all my documents. Now, our next topic says inserting content using reusable content. Now, reusable content are content that we could apply any document we are working on. These are saved presets. They are more like a template or a file that contains editable and customizable objects, okay, that we could work on and make it ours. Now, example of this reusable content are the blocks. We're going to be talking about block, okay, which is called reusable content. That is content we could reuse or put in our document whenever whenever we want. Now, block are saved documents presets, okay, which can be inserted in a document. It contains the fonts, contains text documents and text formatting. It contains organization of text formatting. Okay, it contains organization of text, font style, and text properties we could easily modify and insert on our document. So to access the block, we simply go on the we go to the insert tab. Now, over to the insert tab, we go over quick path. Now the quick path, it contains a drop down of reusable content, which are the block we fields. So when we click on the drop down, it's we go over to the building block organizers. Okay, now when we click on it, this gives us default block, default saved blocks. Okay, as you can see. So anywhere we click, this over here gives us this preview of what we clicked on. For example, this is reference. Okay, let me see if I can add. Let me see what I can add. Okay, so let's add a simple text box, which is this. Okay, you can see it here. Let's click insert. Now I can see our text box has been inserted. So you can go into this and edit it. Text box inserted. Now we can go type whatever we want to do in this box. Now to modify a block, okay, when you're done to modify a block, okay, you still add the insert tab. Okay, now we go to the quick part. This time we're going to be inserting. So okay, now we're going to be using the calendar one table. Okay, so to modify or edit properties, we just click over here. Okay, now this allows us change the name. It allows us put it to the gallery it belongs to. If it's table, if it's page, cover page, whatever. But I'll leave it as table. The category too, it allows us save it as a built-in, as a general, as a new category. I'll leave it as a built-in. So you can see there's some other changes we could save as saving block, insert content on each form paragraph. So and when you're done, you can just click OK and say OK. So when we're done, you just click insert and notice how my calendar has been inserted. Now I can also play with my calendar. For example, we are on the month of April. So I will click on come at table. I will change my to April. Okay, same as here. We could also format it wherever we want. Okay, if we make it, add a shade to it, we add a shade to it. You see, to play with the design, table design, the shading, you can change the shading color. Let's say you want it to be yellow. Okay, you can come over here and choose the style you want. Okay, and choose the style you want. Okay, you have a lot of options. You have the border style, you also have the layout. You have access to the table properties you just inserted. So now we are going to be creating a blog. Now I'm going to be creating a blog. Let's say I want to use this disclaimer as my blog. And this disclaimer is this is a legal document not to be used by any unauthorized person. Please contact the owner for permission to use it as reference or educational purpose. Now let's say I want to use this and I want to always insert this in any document. I want to save this and always insert it in any document as a block. So I will apply some formatting to it. Let me select it. Let's go to style. Let me work with this style. We change, modify the style and give it a color. Let me give it let me give it red color. Let me give it this color. Click OK. Add a border to it. Okay. Now I go ahead and save this as a block. So you just click on it. Okay. So just click on it. You go to our insert tab. Okay. Go back to our quick path. Now this time we're going to click this save selection to quick path gallery. So over there. Okay, so I will add this as our disclaimer. So and when you're done, you can describe whatever you want over here. The category, okay, you can leave it as general. You can leave the gallery as quick path. Just leave it as quick path for now. And when we are done, insert content only. Insert content in each paragraph. So just leave it as default. When we are done, you click OK. When I have added it, if I go to my quick path, notice how my disclaimer comes over here. You can also insert it wherever you want. Let's say I want to insert this again to another side of the document. Okay, I'll just go back to my quick path. I'll go over here and I'll click. Notice how it's been inserted. I can also add this to the auto text menu. So how do I add this? I select my document to go to my quick path, go to my this time I will click as save as auto text gallery. I will click on it. Now I will put it our disclaimer. Okay, now this time I will leave the category as auto text. And when I'm done, then I'll click OK. When I click on my quick path and I go to my auto text, okay, you can see how my disclaimer appears over here. So I can insert this any document of my choice. Okay, so you can see that blocks are reusable content. They can be used, they can be edited, and be added to any document of our choice. Now the next thing we're going to talk about is the field. The field are also reusable content. The field contains users' details. You can find things like author, address. Now to access the field, you still go to the insert tab, go to our quick path, you click on it. Now you have document properties. Okay, this is an abstract of the field where you could go and pick any details. You can see over here you have the abstract. Okay, you have the author, which is the user. You have the category. Okay, let's go to author. You can see the author is me, okay. Okay, I can also go back. Let's say I want to insert something else. Let's say I want to insert something. I also go to the quick part. Okay, this time let me go with my company email. Okay, which is Henry. Okay, at gmail.com. That's my email. So I can also go back. I also have other categories. As you can see, we have company address. We go over to this field icon and you click. So this gives us a lot of default saved fields, as you can see. So over here we could choose the category we want. If it's date and time we want, we click on it. Okay, this gives us default field of dates. You just click OK. Okay, you have dates, you have a this time, and so many of them. All you just have to do is to click on the one you want, go to field codes. Okay, now you could play with it. Okay, you could adjust whatever you want to adjust here. But if you're done with whatever you selected, go back and click hide code. It goes back to your default settings. When we click on it, it shows us where we could edit and wherever we want the field codes, the formatting. Okay, when we click on option, this also gives us more to whatever formatting we want. So I'll just leave everything here as default. I'll click hide codes. Okay, I want to work with this. I'll just click OK. Now, as you can see, our date has been inserted. Our date here, so we could add any field to our document. So next thing we have is here using templates. A template is a composed document that has its own font, its own text document. We said our templates can be found on our file tab. Okay, when we go to our file tab and we click on the new, notice we have various templates. Okay, so if you scroll down, you can also see a lot. Over here, we could search. Okay, if you are connected to the internet, let's say you want to search, you want to get a template for a birthday. Okay, a birthday letter. You type birthday letter over here, and if connected to the internet, you just go on and click search. But if you just want to stick with default, you can just go over to scroll over here and select whatever template you want. So let's say we want to use this resume template. Just click on it. So you notice what happened. It inserts the template for us. So now, after having inserted our template, also can also modify our template. You can see over here, you can leave this as our name. Over here, we choose our address. Okay, you can phone number, you can put your phone number, you can put your email, you can put your website. Over here, you can insert your objectives. Okay, so you have a lot of your experiences, which are places you worked, and the time and date, your skills. You can put a skill, you can put, let's say, so you can go around, edit all this in your template, and when you're done, you can just save or use it for whatever purpose you want. So this is how you can insert your template and modify our template. Now you can also have access to your template on on the insert tab. Click on the insert tab, you go to the cover page. You can see over here you have default templates for cover pages. So you can click over here to view more pages from Office. Okay, so these are cover pages template. Let's say I want to work with this. Okay, I'll just click on it. Okay, now this is a template has been added to my document, which is the cover. You can see. So this is the cover page for it. So I can come here and write my resume. I will set that, come over and edit this over here. Okay, I have a lot of options here. I can put my date, put my company name, and put my logo, and put my address. It's here as Lagos, Nigeria. Let me make it Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, to put my date. This is 18th. Okay, when I'm done, I'll just click OK. It updates itself. So I have other option, and this is my resume. Then this is how you can insert and modify your template. So we are going to do is we are going to be creating a template. Okay, let's say I have a document I want to save as a template that I could use. I'll be inserting a resume that I've already created for this exercise. So I'll just go back to my okay. I will click on my OK. Each time I will search for it. Okay, I'm using Janet CV as my template. So I'll just open it. It contains a lot of personal details. Okay, now these details I could edit it, come over here and put my name. This is my name as Henry. I could change my address. Okay, I could change the picture. So I could always use this for any document as a resume or CV template. Now to save this as a template, you go to File, you go as Save As. Now this time you go to my PC, just choose any location, okay, and go to my Save Work. Now this time when saving, you click here, okay, and next you look for is Word template. Okay, so you go to Word template, you just click on it. It will now take you to the custom office template. So you go over here, you can name it whatever you want. So I'll name it as template. So I'll just go over and set save. Okay, you can see it has been saved. Now to have access over this template, okay, let's say we now have a new document. We control N for a new document, and now let's say I want to create a CV or a resume, a company CV or a resume. I could quickly use the one I've saved as a template. I'll go to my file tab. Okay, I go to my new. You can see office. These are office templates, default templates. To get to the one I saved, I'll just click on personal. Okay, so when I go to personal, you can see my company template. So I'll just click on it. It gives me back this my saved template. So I can go over here, I can remove this picture, I can edit whatever data I use. So you can save any document in Microsoft Word as a template. It could be a CV, it could be a letter, it could be a report, it could be anything. Okay, and when it is being saved as a template, you can always start and use it for any document purposes. We're going to be talking about controlling the flow of a document. You notice in some magazines or in some books, you notice there are some pages that contains two or more columns. So we'll talk about and also contains breaks. So we'll talk about more of this in details. Now, how to control a page, you have to know what we call a page break, a column break, and the section break. These are the three breaks we have in a document. Now we're going to insert a break. We simply go to Layout tab at our page setup. Now, if I'm to insert a column over here, let's say I want to insert two columns. This is what happens. The column affects all my document. As you can see, all my document is being divided into two. I only want the first section to be divided. So I'll just click Ctrl Z to undo. I will come over here. I will go to the break icon. I will click on the drop down of the breaks. So I will come over here. I will click over here. Okay, so when I click here, what happens? It separates this page from this page, but it's still on the same document. If I should apply a column break over here, notice it still affects this as a page and also affects other pages. As I only want to effect a page break on this page only. So to do that, I have to go to break and I will click on. I will have to break it as a section. So I will go to section break. So I also have next page continuous. Okay, so this we are going to be using this next page. Also have the continuous option in case you want to break the sections of the page continuously. Okay, let's say you want to apply 2 or 3 breaks to a particular section. So for now, I'm going to click on next page. Notice how, so when I apply the break now, notice how it only affects my document here. The up one is not affected. Okay, so when I click on pages, okay, notice how my first document is separated from all other documents. Let's say I only want, and now this page break is affecting others excluding the first one. Let's say I want to this page break to only affect my page 2. So what do? I will click Ctrl Z. Okay, I'll go back to this is my page 2. I'll come over here and I will click break and I will click next page. Okay, this time I can also affect my page. Okay, so I'll go back to the introduction, click column, and I will click 2. Notice what happened is only my page 2 is being affected. Okay, other pages retains its option. So you can always use section and column break. I can also change this break to, let's say I want to be 3 in 3 columns. I'll click 3. Okay, notice how it has broken. Now next, let's say I want a particular paragraph, okay, on our page 2 to have 2 columns or 3 columns. What do? I'll click Ctrl Z, okay, return. Let's say I only want this paragraph, this first paragraph to be affected by my column break, and I don't want the rest of it to be affected. What do I do? First, I will have to indicate my paragraph icon to know my paragraph. So this you could use it. When I click on my paragraph, I noticed how all my paragraphs have been indicated. This paragraph marks are not printable. When you want to print, it does not appear on the document. It only indicates where there is passages or where the paragraph starts and where it ends. So when this is highlighted, let's say I only want these two paragraphs to be affected by the columns. So I'll just select it, okay, and I'll go over to what my layer tab. I'll go to my column, pick two. Okay, notice how only this two paragraph I selected is being affected by the word column break. I can go over, you can see I can turn off my paragraph page. Okay, I can come over here. You can see, notice how only this page 2 is being affected. Okay, this is how you can insert a break on a document or whatever section you want. So there are other ways we could insert a page break. We could easily insert it by going to our insert tab. Okay, you can see our page break icon here, or you can click Control Enter and it breaks the page. So these are the three ways you can insert a page break to your document. You can insert it through your layout tab. Okay, you can also insert it through your insert, or you can use the keyboard shortcut, which is Control N. The thing we're going to talk about is our text box. And a text box is a box that is used to insert varieties of items like the text, the image, in and other objects in a defined boundaries or in the boundaries of the box. Now, to what a text box gives us a lot of privileges. It allows a text box allow us to add so many symbols, so many documents, so many fields, and so many things in a refined space. So to insert a text box, we go to our insert tab. Okay, as we are in already. So in our insert tab, you can see we go over to our text command group. You can see our text box. Okay, so we'll just click on where we want to insert our text box. We click on the drop down. Over here, you can see we have some default text boxes. Okay, we have the sidebar, we have the quotes. So whatever one you want, you just have to click. And if you want to have access to more text boxes, you click on text box from office.com. Okay, if you want to draw a text box, your own text box, you can also click here. This allows you draw your text box. Now you can draw your text box. Over here, you can now insert whatever you want to insert. You can type whatever you want to type. Let's say I want to insert this my writing over to here. I just click on it, Ctrl C. Now I'll come over here, I will paste. Okay, notice how my document has been inserted on my text box. Okay, if I scroll down, okay, you get to see all the text are pasted on my text box. So let me click Ctrl Z. Okay, let me insert a default text box. Let's see what it's like. So when I click on the text box, okay, let's insert a sidebar. Okay, notice how the default sidebar text box has been inserted on our page. Now you can edit and put any information. Let's say we want to put this information back into there. You just copy, okay, and this time just delete and paste. Okay, so just come over here and make it. You can edit our sidebar title as, and you can make it as a text box. How our text box, okay, we can also format it to any let's make it bolder, to any property of our choice. So these are text box. Now I'm going to just delete it so as to have space. Now I likely see a text box, a lot of objects can be inserted on our text box, like an image. We can insert an image to our text box. Okay, let me add a text box over here. Okay, on and insert an image Then let me work with this simple text box. Let me delete what I have in it. Now to insert an image on the text box, okay, you click on the text box, go to your text box, tab appears on our ribbon, so we click on it. Okay, we go to shape fill. So we click on shape fill. You can see, you scroll down, you have options to change the color of the fill. You can change our color of our fill from white to black to red to pink to golden to any color to yellow to any color of our choice. If you also want to insert a picture, to insert an image, I could go on view, okay, I could go on pictures or work offline, and I'll just choose any of the picture I want, and I'll click insert. Notice how our picture has been inserted on our text box, and it is being inserted on the boundaries of the text box. So to resize, for just go over here and we could resize. Okay, notice how it resizes with the text box. It resize and always resize with this edge over here to retain its aspect ratio. If you resize from here, it shrinks the images. As you can see, it shrinks it. Okay, so it makes it lose its composure. This is how you can insert an image. You also have other options of an image. You can change the shape outline. Okay, you can change the outline of the image. You can also change the weight, okay, of the image. As you can notice how the outline and the edges are being taken. You can also change the shape of the box. You can make it to be diamond shape. Notice how you can change the shape of your box to any of your choice. You can see, you can just click on and change. So I'll just leave it as a text box. So you also have the shadow effect over here. You can play with a lot of this. So we'll talk more of this later. Okay, so next thing we're going to look into is how to insert a text in a text box. So this, I will just shift this down a little. Okay, you have a bigger view. I will click over here, then I will just go to my insert. I'll go to my text box. I'll go to my, let me just insert a simple text box over here. So now I want to I'll move it over. Notice how it affects my text. Okay, if I want to stop that, I'll just click on my text box. On my text box, I'll go to my wrap text. Now you can see it is in default, which is in line with text. Now because I want it to stand alone, I could choose other options like top and bottom. When I click on it, notice how it makes my text box stands alone, okay, without affecting the layout of my documents. I'll select it as my top and bottom. So when I select it, I'll just come over to my text box. I'll just shift it to whatever shape I want. Now having done that, remember we said we're going to be inserting text. So to insert the text, you just click into the text box. Okay, you default right up. Okay, you can type whatever you want to type as other objects. Okay, now I can go ahead and keep typing, or I could easily copy and paste. Okay, let's say I want to copy this. Okay, I can come to my text box, click into it, okay, and I can paste. Notice how my text has been inserted into my text box. The text box expanded to contain my text. Now when I resize the text box, notice how some of my text content are being hidden. Okay, so it means you can, when you resize, our document shrinks and it hides our text. So if I expand, it makes our text appear once again. It reduces our text. Let's say I want my text box to be of this shape, and I want to insert another text box whereby I want to link so that there will be an overflow of the text in the first one. The second, I'll just click out. I'll go back to insert. I will click insert text box. I'll go to default text box. Okay, this time I'll take this one over here. Okay, let's say I want to maintain the shape. I'll drag it down a little. Now, remember I have a text here, so I'll just come over here. I will delete. Let me add more text to this first one. So okay, that's all our text. So we can just click Control V. Okay, notice our text are being added. Now I want to transfer some of this my text into this box. I simply click on the text. Okay, go to our text box. We'll come over to our text command group and I will click on create a link. So I'll just click on it. Remember, our text box is being selected, the one we are to overflow from. So we'll click on create a link. This time it asks us to choose the text box we want to create link to. So we'll click on this. Okay, so once we click on it, notice how the text have been transferred to this. Now when I expand this, okay, you see that the text have been linked to it. Once if I decide to reduce these two, okay, what happens is it overflows into the other text box. So this is how you can link two text box and link the texts from one text box to another text box. There are other effects you can apply to a text box. Now still on the text box tab, we can draw our text box. Remember when we wanted to insert a text box, we had an option to draw. So over here we can draw a text box. That's what we want. This is our text box we've drawn. Okay. Now with this text box being drawn, we can apply various effects to it. We also have our text direction, we have our text box styles. So click over here, you can see various styles we could give our text box, right? So you just have to click on any one of them you want. Okay, let's say I want to work with this, okay, or let me make it brighter. This now, okay, I can choose whatever style I want. Okay, you can choose whatever style I so desire. Okay, I also have other options. I can come over here, shape fill. I can change the color. Okay, I can change the color to whatever color. I can change it to purple. I also have other options here too. I can make it. I could search for more colors in color field. I could insert a picture. I could also add gradients to it. As you can see, these various gradients. Okay, to make it more composure. You can see I've added the gradients to it. I could add a lot of tools to play. I could add texture to it. Okay, as you can see, I could play around with the texture. I have a lot of I have patterns too. I could play with the patterns. So these are the changes effects we can affect our text box. We also have the outline. The outline has to do with the outer edges of it. So I could increase the weight. Okay, I could increase the weight. I could also make the outlines to be in different dashed pattern. You can see different dash pattern. I could work with any of them. Over here too, I could change the shape too and over. Okay, notice how the shape change. So I can also switch to any shape of my choice. Just click on it and it immediately effects the change. I also have shadow effect. Over here, I can edit the shadow of my text box. Okay, let's say I want it. I click on the drop down. Okay, I can see different various shadow effects that comes with Microsoft Photo. Whatever one you want, okay, you can work with this. Just click on it. Notice how there is a reflection of the shadow of the text box. Okay, here over here you can edit the direction. You can take it towards the right, you can take it towards the left, you can take it to the top, you can take it below. These are where you can direct the shadow of your text box. Over here is the positioning of your text box. At default is at the middle. If you want it to be at the top center, if you want it to be at the top center, you just have to click on it. If you want it to be at the middle, okay, you finish it at the default, okay, you can leave it here. So over here you can notice how the positioning changes, okay. You have different positioning. Over here is the bottom center. When we click on it, notice how our text box has come to our bottom center. So you can also play with other options. So we leave it at default center. So next we have the bring forward, send backward, wrap text. At default I will leave it as top and bottom. So over here I can also drag it. I also have the align and some other tools we could play with on our text box. Managing, organizing and simplifying our documents to make it more professional, we have to add what we call the cover page to our document. Now, to insert the cover page in our document, you simply go to the insert tab. Okay, you click on the insert tab. Okay, now we go over to the page group, the page command group. You can see our cover page drop down. We click on it, and you can see some default customized cover pages. To click over more cover pages from Office, but now we're going to stick with just one. So let's go with. So notice when a cover page is added, it goes to the top of our page. Yes, our cover page is being added. Now this cover page gives us the ability, it allows us to edit it, okay, edit its features. As you can see, there is document title bar, and edit our title to make it in the MS Word easy guide for professionals. Make this our title and format it on our home tab. Change the color, change the and attach boldness to it, and whatever we want. Also, we can also go over here. Okay, so all these are things we could edit on our cover page. We could add text boxes, change the formatting, and other. Okay, if we don't like this cover page, we can also change to the insert. Okay, and select whatever we want. You can also modify this cover page by clicking on it, and the text box appears. So this tab gives us a lot of things we could do to our cover page. We could draw a text box also beneath it. Let's say we want to add our company number. You just draw a text box. Over write our number. Let's say +11 to add something, to add your emails. So let's take it up so you can see it more. Let's expand it. Okay, now you can see our text box. We could take out the fill, no fill. Okay, we take out the outline, because the lines just up with outlines. This is how our outlines are doing. So we could play with this, add whatever we want over here. So the next way of simplifying and organizing our document is by adding a table of contents. Now, a table of contents is simply summarize our documents. Okay, as you can see on our navigation tab, we have our headings, we have our pages. Okay, like we have over 53 pages. We are currently in page 2. Table of content just summarizes all our content and puts it on the page of showing us the summary, headings, and every articles and paragraph we did on our document. So to add a table of content, simply go to our reference tab. Now, looking at our ribbon, we don't have our reference tab, so we're going to add it to our ribbon. We will click on any, right click. Okay, we click on customize ribbon. So the dialog box comes up, we locate our reference tab. You can see it over here. We tick on it, I will click OK. Now our reference tab comes, okay, after the layer it appears. Now with this reference tab, we could add our table of contents. So to insert a document, when that I have finished arranging my document, inserted my headings, if I go back to my navigation panel, you can see that I have each of my contents in different parts. So now to insert, go to my reference tab, I'll click on table of content. Now over here I have different default styles for table of content. I have the first one, automatic, I have the second one, and I have the third one. So I'll just go with this second one, automatic table 2. Once I insert it, Microsoft Word reads through my document and it is able to summarize my document in a table. This is our table of contents. This is how it transformed our table of content, and it also attach numbers to our page. Okay, from our part 1 down to our part 10. I can also easily edit first and second parts are in Word, so I can just go over to it, okay, and change it. So for one, click OK. I will also go over here, change this to. Now I've made these changes. So these changes I've made have not yet reflected on my table of content. You can still see I still have part one and part two. Now to make these changes reflect, so to update my table of content, I'll simply click on my table of content I've added. I will scroll up a bit and I will click here. Notice when this click, I see this icon that says update table. So I'll click on update table and I'll update. It gives me two options: update page number only. So I will click update player table and I'll click OK. Just once this is done, notice how my it has changed to part one and part two, just as I have edited. When you are done arranging your documents and organizing them, you can now go over and add your table of contents. Microsoft Word will outline each of your documents in their level. Now we'll talk about another feature called outline. An outline is used to manage mainly long text documents. It gives the user great control over documents for the outline exercise. Now, an outline, as I likely said, is used to manage long documents. And to insert an outline, we go to our View tab. In our View command, we can see our outline icon or thumbnail. So just click on it. It summarizes our document. Now, when we click on this to expand, or you can close. Plus means expand, okay, and minus means close. Or you can just click on the on what you want to show, then you can click on plus sign to expand, okay, and you can click on minus sign to close. So our documents are being arranged. They are all arranged. You can click here or click close and outline my document, okay, from the introduction. So if I click more further, I get to see other parts of this document. Same as part where I can also click to expand. If you look over here, you have some command groups that also give us features on the outline. Now over here, you could use this to promote. For example, let's say I want to make this a heading. I can come over here, I can just promote it to an heading. Notice it has been promoted to a heading. I can click here to demote it. Okay, you can see once I click, I can demote. Okay, and over here, I can increase. Notice, so I'll just demote it back to where it was before. Okay, so I can play with all this. Okay, I can click in verse 2. Like this sort thing, I could increase it to heading 1. So these are all things you could do. You could use this to assess your level. You click on this drop down, you can also see various levels of headings you can do. Also, over here you have show level. You click show level and you click level 1. You want to see all level to show everything. So to make it more comprehensive, we just say show level 1 and I'm going to reduce this back to my level 2. Okay, and after that I will say show level 1 and watch how it collapse out. Show text formatting and show first name only. So we'll just click as default. Then over here shows documents. When we click on it, it also gives us more features too, which we could add to our outline. Now we could create documents, okay, or we could create a sub document. I want to add put a title here. I'll just put create whatever document I want to put. Okay, micro finance. So I want to add this to my outline. I could add it from here. Okay, I could make it to level 1. I could make it an heading to level 1. And I could go under and add other content and make them a sub level. You could insert, let's say I have a document I want to insert. You just click on this insert icon. Now it takes us into where our documents might be. So all we have to do is to search for our documents. Let's say I want to insert this computer application. I'll just click open. What will happen? Our document is being inserted right now. So play where if you want to change the position, you just have to copy it and Control X to cut it. Then you come beneath where you want to paste it. Where you want to paste it. I want to create the title. So when I'm done with everything, I can also lock the document. Okay, so when I'm done, I can click over here to exit the outline mode. Now, the next we're going to learn is the mail merge. Now, the mail merge is a way of sending a mail, a letter, or any document to another user. It could be through an email address, it could be through Microsoft Word account to especially connected users or users that are linked, or you can share it with your colleagues at work. This mailing allows you to share documents to other users. Okay, now to have access to the mailing, you have to go to our mailing tab. And looking over here, we don't have our mailing tab here. So to insert our mailing tab on our ribbon, we click on any of these tab, right click and click customize ribbon. It takes us to this layout. So we tick mailing. Okay, I will say okay. Now our mailing comes up, okay, on our ribbon. So we click on our mailing. So we go to our start mail merge. We click on the drop down options for either letter, mail messages, envelopes, label, directory, or normal Word document. So we can send any of these documents to anyone, any user through email, through Microsoft Word account. Okay, so we'll click on start step-by-step mail merge. Now this step-by-step mail merge, once it's clicked, it pops a dialog box over to our right, and you can see that means it is made up of 6 steps we have to follow for this process. So over here we have to choose our document type. For this exercise, I will stick with letter. The one I've selected my letter, I will now click. Now the next is asking us for the source of the data. This is asking us to select our document source. For this exercise, I will click on start with existing document. I already prepared a document for our mailing, so I'll just click over here. So this asks us to select the document we want. So I'll click on more files. I'll just click open. So if I'm to apply this, I'm going to delete the document I already have here because it's importing a new document. So I will start up a new document and I'll go back to my mailing, start from an existing document. I will click on it, then I'll click open. Okay, so this will take me to my inside my computer directory. So I'll click on my desktop. As you can see, I have some documents here. So I'm going to pick the request for a courtesy visit. So I'll click on it. Now open. So now my letter has been inserted. So click select recipient. Now this is the third step. In this case, you have to select a recipient, someone you want to send the mail. So you can use an existing list or select from Outlook contacts. And so you are connected to Microsoft Word and you have your friends that have your mail you can easily send to, or you can create a type list. Okay, so if I click on create a new list, this pops up over here, and then this allows me add title of my letter is request. So I've just done so. As you can see, I've been able to fill my title, my name, okay, the last name to start with capital letter. So you can go on fill other details. So you can go on fill the company's name, fill the address line 1 and 2, fill the city. I'll put Lagos. You can fill in your zip code, your country, and say Nigeria. You'll put your phone number, your work phone number, and most important, your address. Now, after we've added the recipient, I can make a new entry. So I can add as many contact I want. And for this exercise, I'll just click OK. Now I've added my contact. I'll just add it over here. I'm saving somewhere as a mail contact on my data sources. So I'll just click save and it is saved. So I'll just click OK, as you can see. So when that is done, whenever I can use an existing list, notice once I click select, okay, I get to see my somewhere, I get to see my other contacts. You just have to select the one I want to. So that's for step 3. So now I'll go back to step 4. It says write your letter, add your recipient information to your letter. Let's say the address block. Okay, you can just click on it. Okay, just let's say we're using this address block here, just say okay. So we'll add any of this information. So I'll just leave it as this. I'll just delete this, okay, because I don't need it. Now I will go over to the next, review your data. So this allows you to see, go through your data also, and also select the contact, which is the recipient you are sending this to. You can also click here to search. You can click here to edit. So in other sense, this step 5 allows us to reevaluate our data and our contacts to be very sure that these are the users or these are the clients we are sending this data to. So if you want to edit the list, you can just click here, you can edit, you can delete, you can add. When you're done, you can just click OK, click the next step, which is called the completing the merge. So just click on it. So to personalize your data, please edit individual data. This will open a new document with your merged data to make changes to all the data, switch back to the original document. So you can have print when once you're done, or you can just click here if there's something else, there's something you need to do what to edit or to correct. So when you're done, you just click on print, you just click on all records. So this goes to our printer. You can then go select your printer. So there's no connected printer here. I could just click cancel. You can print your documents. If your system is being connected, you can print, or you can, if there is anything you want to edit, you can click over here and edit our later. The merge has been completed, and now I'll click finish and merge. So this also option comes up again that allows you to edit the document. This allows you to print. So you can just click on send mail message. It directs you to a dialog box where you will have to fill and then click OK. So when we click OK, our message is now sent to your contact and their email address.